I literally run into Laz's character, Jason Taylor, who we fall in love at first sight, and then we get married, and it's the story of how our wedding goes down over this weekend in Martha's Vineyard at my parents' home, and how our two very different families come together, and the obstacles we face, and the comedy that comes out of that tension, and the stress it puts on our relationship, and how ultimately we hope to survive it. Ideal location for a family vacation would be Bora Bora. Beautiful waters, just the most gorgeous place I've ever been to.
You know, for me, because I live here in LA now, I love to be able to just spontaneously pick up and go. And I discovered this resort down in Cabo called the Esperanza, resort, and they have these private residences, and I mean, it's like, literally it's heaven on earth, so whenever I can like sneak away for a weekend or 4 or 5 days, I'll shoot down to Cabo and go to the Esperanza, and I mean, literally, they wait on you hand and foot, and that's like my little escape when I want to get out of the whole mayhem of everything.
I would love to go to Africa. I've never been to Africa, and there's so much to see, so many countries to visit, and I've always wanted to go on safari. That would be my dream destination.
That's a tough one because there's so many places that I want to go. The Greek islands are always some place that I've heard are just beautiful, and I've seen pictures, but I've always wanted to go check out, Santorini and all the different Greek islands. So I would say when I get on that side of the earth, I'll probably shoot over to the Greek islands and check them out.
I think that you'll find that African-American culture is found everywhere you go in the world now. Our music, our style, our culture is something that is very attractive, and you see it influence the world. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. So here in Los Angeles, you have to go to the ocean, you have to go to the beach. And it wouldn't be a trip to Los Angeles if you didn't hit Hollywood Boulevard and visit the Walk of Fame.
I'm from Washington, D.C., home of the go-go music. And in D.C., you definitely have to go to a Chinese carryout and get yourself some fried chicken and mambo sauce. That is a D.C. staple. Philadelphia has their cheesesteak. New York's got their pizza slice. D.C.'s got their own fried chicken and mambo sauce specialty that every carryout makes it differently and unique. So definitely have that when you come to D.C. And catch a Redskins game. When you're in D.C., you gotta do what D.C. people do.
Well, it's great when you do a film and it's on location. Oftentimes you don't get the chance to really see the city that you're working in, but I just had a great opportunity making Mission Impossible, going to Prague and Dubai and Vancouver, and whenever I had a little free time, I definitely tried to get out and experience the culture of wherever I was, and it's the luxury of being able to be an actor and go on location.
Yeah, I'd say one of my favorite experiences shooting overseas was I did this film called Captivity, and I shot in Moscow for 3 months. And it's a place where rarely do you hear people say, I want to visit Russia, when they talk about vacations. But it's a part of the earth that, had I not been working there, I probably would have never made that one of my top choices to go see. But it's just rich with history. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun city. It felt very New York-like. And, once again, kind of like in Jumping the Broom, where, you're taught to focus on how we're more similar than we are different. I realized that Russians and Americans are very, very similar, and we have more in common than we had as far as differences were concerned. Very, very fun city to go and have fun in.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.